Hello, 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 everyone. Good morning. It is Teresa from Teresa's Spot for all things art, where I love sharing art from my heart and teaching creatives and crafters how to paint for fun and profit. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to morning 7 of 12 Days of Christmas Arts and Crafts. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I'm just going to stick a hi in there. What is going on? What is everyone doing today besides this? This will be a quickie this morning, you guys. So if you are watching the replay and you don't know how to look and see how long something goes by clicking in the box and seeing the end time, this will definitely be a quick one. So I have a wine glass here. I've already prepped it with alcohol. So every time I paint on glass, ceramics, hard plastics like ornaments and stuff, you want to clean it with alcohol. I didn't wash the inside, but whatever. And in case you notice, this is a demo. My glass is, yes, in fact, chipped. But I'm not throwing it away because I'm using it to show you guys. Okay? So, we have that. We have this. Let's get started. So, for this, I'm just using a few colors. And I'm using multi-surface paint. Green and dark green. Sap green. You can use Thicket. You can use, there's like a dark forest green, I think. What is it? I think I have it here. Thicket. Sap green is what I have. Yeah, I'm not going to go crazy. But anyway, you want a really, really dark, deep green. And then a lighter green. And this is a citrus green. And I love the contrast between the citrus. You don't even need a lot of paint. That's it, you guys. I have a little bit of each. And then I'll add some color for my ornaments. So, you know, you guys, how I always tell you, you want a nice brush. You don't want your brush to have bed head. This is one of those times where it doesn't matter as much. So if you have not an awesome brush, if you have a brush that's not all like neat and chiselly on top, like one of these. So this is a good brush. This one will come together nice. It's not so bad. It's not so flared out. It's okay, right? So if you save your other brushes and you can't part with brushes like me, you can use one that isn't, so perfect for these. So I'm going to start with this one. This is about 1/4 inch. But I might want a bigger one. So I'm going to pick this one up. This is number 12. But remember, brushes from maker to maker, from type to type, whatever, brand to brand, are not universal. So this is about 1/2 inch wide. This is probably a little bit less than 1/4 inch wide. And of course, I'm going to have my liner brush. Good morning, Jill. It's nice to see you. I'm going to have my liner brush because probably I don't do anything without a line brush. But I'm about to invest, you guys. My friend Teresa Crane is a beautiful artist. She's been on my page before. I call her the small painter because she paints so small and intricate. I love it. She has an awesome little detail liner brush, and I have to find out where she got that from because I might invest in one of those. Anyway, I'm rambling. So, turn you guys around. Again, let me put something down. I should put something down that, I know what I'll put down. Put something down so you guys can see a little better. I have this little scrappy piece of wrapping paper. That's better, right, you guys? Yeah, so let me put my stuff out. There we go. All right, I got a few brushes, got a few paints. Let me pick another color. And I just need a picture for this 1 second while we're here, right? Don't worry, I will paint. There we go. Okay. So we shall see if I'm going to use the red or not, but I did need a picture. So anyway, the first thing we want to do, we want to put out a little bit. I'm going to move my cord so I can move around. We want to put out a little bit of 2 different greens. I'm using multi-surface paint, but you can use enamels. It's up to you. So I have out my 2 greens. I have a little brown over there too, but that was for a different project. So I'm just going to twirl my liner brush into my dark green, and as easy as I can, as carefully as I can, I'm resting my palm on the glass. I'm going to pull down as straight as I can with my tree trunk. Okay? The good thing about painting on glass is that it is very forgiving. So if yours is really, really wonky, you can wipe it off and start over again. I would not suggest wiping it off and starting over again 5, 6, 15 times, whatever. No, no, no. Just go with it at some point, okay? So then I'm going to pick up my brush and I'm going to load it with a little bit. We don't want to go into water when we're painting with enamel paint or painting on glass, so I'm not even going to wet my brush. I'm going to try and avoid water as much as possible. And I'm going to take my little brush and I'm just going to start, need a little bit more paint, just going to start tapping on a little bit of a treetop. And I'm using my brush on the side and I'm just tapping, tapping, tapping. See that? Don't worry, this is only the first coat. Because it is a Christmas tree, I want to get a little wider. Your tree can be as thick or as full as you want it to be. I like this tree on these glasses to be a little sparse, just my personal preference. But if you wanted your tree to be thicker, it can be thicker. As you bring your branches out and make them wider, you want them to droop down a little bit. And we are just tapping along. Sometimes I use the corner of the brush. Sometimes I use the flat of the brush. And if you could see, I'm tapping on the flat of the brush like this. And this is why we don't care if our brush is wonky, because they're branches on a Christmas tree. You can have little details boinging out everywhere. You don't want this to necessarily be a solid straight line. And if you think you have one side out too much, just go fix it. But again, be wary, because like I've said, when we try to fix things, our project grows and grows and grows. Okay, now I'm not even going to wash my brush. And like I said, we try and stay away from the water. And I'm going to come in here, I'm going to pick up a little bit of the light green. And I'm just going to come back and I'm going to do this without putting my hand in my paint. And I'm just going to do the same thing, but not so much. And I'm going to tap in some of this light green for some highlights on our branches. I told you this one would be quick. So now if you give money, gift cards, and you want to give a little something handmade, a little something special, you can give one of these cool wine glasses. You can paint this on an ornament, whatever you want to do. And it's as simple as that little tree. Excuse me. I'm going to put out a little bit. Do I have any? Okay, I don't have any multi-surface. Oh, I don't have any. I'm going to have to use this one. I'm going to put out a little bit of this white. Ordinarily, I would use multi-surface white or enamel white, but that is packed up right now because I'm going out to a paint party. So I don't have that. I'm just going to put out a little bit of this white, I think. Actually, no, I'm not. All right, let me reach down here behind me. Okay, that's white, but that's dirty, so I don't want to use that. I want nice, fresh white. And I'm not even going to use this brush. I'm going to pick a different brush. Not going to need that one. So, again, I don't want to go into the water. I don't want to have to wipe my brush. So this time, I'm just dipping the little point of this brush. And I'm so gently just tapping in a little bit of snow. Isn't this so easy, you guys? Just very so gently tapping in a little bit of snow. And like I said, you can make your tree as thick as you want. It's totally up to you. I like the sparse look of this tree, so that's what I'm going for here. And then I'm going to put out a little bit of red, I think. My checklist. Nobody wants to see my to-do list for the day. Put out a little bit of red, just a tiny bit. And what other color? What other color? What other color? Red. It's too many choices, you guys. And I don't want to put red, white, and blue and make it look like it's all patriotic. Let me do a little bit of pink. I'll just put magenta. Oh, that's melon. Here we go. I just do a little magenta. We'll make it match. Okay, let me see. Do I have any comments? Good morning, Carol. So, there's noise inside. Don't worry. So, if you hear the fire alarms and you didn't see my live this morning, Santa's coming around to visit all the girls and boys. Okay? Then if you hear kinds of giggling and havoc going on behind me, there are people in my home, which is not usually the case. Both of my girls are home. My one daughter is home from Atlanta. My other daughter came home yesterday from Costa Rica. And my one daughter's friend just showed up to say hi. So everybody's all excited. They will both be home for almost 3 weeks and be lots going on here. So that's fun, fun, fun. Okay, back to here. I'm just going to wash this off, otherwise I'll make a mess. And now I'm going to go in with my liner brush, using the back of my brush. And I'm just going to dab in some ornaments. And you can put as many as you want. Do them whatever color you want. I'm going to go to the magenta. I have done these glasses in the past, and I'll tell you what looks awesome. Gold. The only problem with gold, and I'll tell you, acrylic, enamel paint has to be baked. Doesn't have to be baked, okay. Enamel paint, to set the paint and cure the paint, should be baked. Metallics do not bake well in the oven. So that is why I'm not using metallic on this. So you would want your glasses to cure for at least 2 weeks if you wanted to use gold or metallics. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that adorable, you guys? Look how quick and easy and simple. You can do it on an ornament. You can do it on a glass. You can do the other side if you want. I put the paper towel in here so you can see it much better. So yes, so metallic, if you follow the directions and you use enamel paint, it either has to cure for 2 weeks, up to 21 days really, or get baked in the oven once it's dry, like after 24 hours. And the directions are always on the bottle of how to cure your enamel paint. The gold tends to turn a little black. So if I'm going to bake them, which right now you guys wouldn't have time to let them cure, you'd want to bake them. If you're making them, obviously, whatever. So that's why I didn't use metallic. I put in a little bit of red and pink. So if I wanted to, let me just show you a little something here. I could go in, I can get the corner of this other brush right here and just come in here and just, so the tree isn't like hanging out, just set the tree back in a tiny bit of snow. There we go. I'll put this back in here again so you can see. You might not be able to see because now it's white snow. Oh yeah, you can see a little bit. And there we have it. So, thank you guys. I told you this one would be quick and painless, right? Day 7. This was day 4, I think. This was day 4. This was day 1. Isn't that cute, that tree with the packages? Yesterday, it was day 6. Did you see yesterday? Yesterday's was really cool and quite different for me. So all these supplies were gotten at the $1.25 store. Dollar Tree, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. The ornaments, the little people, and we made these really fun. This was yesterday, so if you haven't seen it, it is there. You can go back and watch these really cool little little scenes. This one I added snow to the top. This one I did not. The supplies are there for you, and you can make them if you want. If you do make them, share with me, okay? Anyway, As always, love you guys. Happy Sunday. Enjoy your Sunday. I'm heading out to a paint party at noon. We're painting ceramic truck and trees. And then we're having a little early Christmas celebration today. So, love you guys. Tomorrow, day 8. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Love you guys.